What's up guys, Section here back with another video. You guys might be wondering, what am I doing in a swimming pool? Well, guess what? We're gonna do an unboxing. Underwater unboxing of a device that is not waterproof. No guys, I'm not crazy. It's gonna be super fun and one of a kind. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. Before that, I have to get ready. Here I go. Oops, I swear my tummy is not that big. Let's open it up. Here's the box. This is the 3GB RAM model. It also comes in a lower 2GB and a higher 4GB variant with 32 and 64GB storage options. Do you see that tag, guys? Made in India. Yay! Let's open it up. If you're a first-time viewer, I would really appreciate if you can click that subscribe button below this video along with the bell icon for more awesome tech videos. Here we have the Redmi Note 4 in all its glory. Let's check what else we get. Couple of manuals. A normal USB charging adapter, not a fast charger, sadly. SIM eject pin, not sure if you guys can see it. A micro USB charging cable. So that's about the box, and that's the last time I will see it. Let's get to the review. Here's all what you get in the box, just an out of the water view. Haha. Let's first take a 360 view of the device and move on. At first look, it's a well-built metal device. Again, nothing new on the design. Every phone that comes out these days are kind of similar, the usual template. Comes in three colors, gold, grey and matte black. This is the gold variant, which technically is not all gold as it has a white front. The back is metal, however, top and bottom is plastic with metal finish. Curved sides which give a grippy feel. Though it weighs around 172 grams, when held in the hands, it feels kinda heavy. Overall, for sure, when compared to its previous generation, it looks premium. Front is primarily covered with the 5.5-inch display with a screen-to-body ratio of 72.7%. Top, the multicolor LED notification, sensors, earpiece and the front-facing camera. Front bottom, the physical navigation keys which are illuminated. To the right, we have the power and volume rocker. To the left, we get the dual SIM hybrid slot, so you can slide in two SIM cards or one SIM card with a microSD card for storage expansion. Both slots support 4G VoLTE and Geo is tested and works fine. Bottom, we have two grills, one the primary microphone and the other the single speaker, along with the microSD charging slot in the middle. Top, a secondary microphone, the 3.5mm audio slot and the legendary IR blaster. To the back, we have the rear camera with dual LED flash, a fingerprint sensor and here the Mi branding with all regulatory labels. Damn, that's a lot. Could have been a sticker, not sure why. Overall build quality is solid and for sure has design improvements that makes it look premium when compared to its previous generation. Happy with that. I have been testing this device for a while. The Redmi Note 3 was sure a very popular device in the budget segment. Will the Redmi Note 4 carry that tag? First time user, should you consider? Or if you're a Redmi Note 3 user, should you upgrade? Let's dive in depth to know more. First is the display. Redmi Note 4 has a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display with a pixel density of 401 ppi and the resolution is 1920x1080. It's bright, crisp and natural. Color reproduction is good. Has some color settings to play around to your liking. I like the reading mode which gives a yellow tint. Useful when we fiddle with our phones at night without sleep. The viewing angles are good in indoor and decent in direct sunlight. Touch is smooth. We get 2.5D glass on the front, which is making its way to many budget devices these days. However, does not have Gorilla Glass protection, which is the only thing to crib about here. Cost cutting? Make sure you guys grab a tempered glass. Minus that, overall on the display, I'm happy. Moving on to performance and gaming, Redmi Note 4 is brought to life with the Snapdragon 625 clocked at 2 GHz. It's an octa-core chip bundled with an Adreno 506 GPU. This variant has 3 GB RAM. It also comes in 2 and 4 GB models. Now, I cannot skip without answering this debate on why Xiaomi went with a 625 chip when the old generation device had a 650 chip. Guys, my answer here is going to be very practical. 625 and 650 are based on totally different architectures. The 625 is based on the 14nm FinFET technology. To put it simple, what do you expect your phone to do? Decent gaming, lag-free experience, most of all it has to be battery efficient. Then that is what the 625 is focused on. It is a much cooler and battery efficient chip. Numbers are not everything, guys. End result is what matters. In everyday use, both the 625 and 650 has no major heaven and earth difference. Budget devices are not meant anyways for high-end or heavy tasking. Still, this device did surprise me. The phone can get you through easily in your everyday tasks. In my test, the phone was overall smooth and snappy. I had no issues in multitasking, watching videos, social media, etc. and even gaming. Here is the benchmark score. RAM management was decent. Go with the 4GB model if you don't mind the extra 2K, as you also get 64GB storage, which will help you in loading more apps and games. On the gaming, this is good for casual gamers. Games such as Nova 3, Asphalt 8, Mortal Kombat, Gods of Egypt had no issues. I did not face any major lags in my gaming test. This should suffice the needs if you are a casual gamer. Remember, no budget devices for high-end gaming. On the sensors, no compromises. You get accelerometer, gyro, proximity, compass, light, etc. No NFC though. Overall, on the performance, I am happy. Next up, the camera. The rear comes packed with a 13MP shooter with dual LED flash. Supports face detection autofocus, and on the front a 5MP shooter. No stabilization, which anyways I won't expect at this range. The camera takes some good shots in well-lit conditions. In low light, as expected, it struggles a lot, lacking details and snaps being grainy. Compared to the old Redmi Note 3, for sure I see improvement overall, but still not the best. The camera app that comes loaded is simple yet offers auto and manual controls. Controlling exposure is as simple as tap and swipe. You also get a beauty mode to make you look beautiful for those social DPs. Haha! HDR, panorama, slow motion in 720p resolution, filters, etc. Shutter speed is good. Focusing was fast. You can shoot up to 1080p videos with the rear and 720p with the front. Video quality is okay, but again, audio captured in the video is not satisfactory. Here are some sample shots, raw, unedited. Guys, currently I'm recording this using the front-facing camera of the Redmi Note 4. The audio is also through that. Get a pretty good idea. The weather is really good today. Windy and cold. Let me go 360. And guys, this is an indoor artificial lighting. And guys, this is in low light. Overall, on the camera, good for casual clicks. Next is the software. Android Marshmallow decorated with MIUI 8 is what powers the Redmi Note 4. It is fancy, colorful and for sure heavily customized. If you're already a MIUI user, you should be familiar. First time users, you have a lot to play with. The UI was fast and responsive in my 3GB variant. As said, multitasking experience was good. Some nice features that I personally like is the dynamic lock screen wallpapers that pop up a new one every time based on our liking. Nice notification area. The floating quick ball for shortcuts. Inbuilt photo editor which has tons of options to play with if you love editing stuff. And not to forget the same with the inbuilt video editor. Handy one-hand mode. Double tap to wake. Long screenshot which allows you to capture long pages. Locking apps. Inbuilt calculator is more than just a calculator, has a lot of options. You get a light mode for a simplified interface, useful when you gift this device to elders. Love customizing the look and feel? Well, the theme store has tons to explore. Dual app support? You got that, which helps you log into 2 different accounts of the same app, say WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. You also get a second space option which basically allows you to have 2 different profiles on the same phone, kind of like 2 phones in one. But again, I personally don't use this. Options to automatically optimize your device periodically, which comes in handy. You do get some bloatware installed as usual, which you can uninstall though. Xiaomi has promised a stable Nougat update to this, which should be out soon. For now, they will roll out a beta for all you curious heads. Overall, on the software, I'm happy. Next is the fingerprint sensor. For sure is fast and unlocks the device quick. Ding dong, wasn't that fast? Works 9 out of 10 times. The legendary moisture test. Will it pass? It's kind of on and off. The next, oil test. Hooray! Oops, made a mess. The fingerprint sensor also does some additional things, taking selfie and unlocking apps. Overall, a good fingerprint sensor. Next is the battery. Redmi Note 4 comes with a large 4100 mAh non-removable battery when compared to the 4050 mAh battery on the Redmi Note 3. The difference is not something big. If you ask me how's the backup, well, for sure it is impressive. In my test starting day 1 at 9 AM with 100% charge on moderate calls, gaming, work stuff like emails, documents, videos, social media, etc., I was able to enter day 2 around 5:30 PM with 4% battery left. Even if you're a heavy user, you can push this device to a full day with no problem. The battery performance is good. You get a few battery saving options that come in handy. With a large battery, it also supports reverse charging via OTG to charge up other devices using a micro USB OTG adapter. And the final thing, a large battery always needs fast charging. This is where I have to crib. It does not support fast charging, which is disappointing. Charging up the device 0 to 100% using the cable and adapter in the box takes solid 3.5 hours. Overall, on the battery backup, I'm happy, though it could have had fast charging. Next is the storage. This is the 32GB variant, out of which you get 23GB free to use at start. Read and write speeds are just okay when compared to other devices in this range. Single SIM users, no worries. Pop in a microSD card and you can expand storage up to 128GB as you get a hybrid slot. Dual SIM users, I feel sorry for you. No expansion. However, SD card can only be used for photos and media. OTG support? For sure. Attach a microSD OTG adapter to connect pen drives or even large hard drives to share files, videos, access them directly from the drive without moving into the phone storage. And if it matters to you, connecting a wireless keyboard and mouse also works. If you load a lot of apps, games, choose the variant wisely. Overall, on the storage, shell out a little extra for the 64GB model if your use is more. Now some generic things. Redmi Note 4 has FM radio, but you need to grab a pair of earphones for it to work. Supports compass. VR, yes, it is supported as it has a gyroscope sensor. The IR Blaster coupled with the Mi Remote app works well, helps in controlling infrared devices like TV, air conditioning, etc. The audio output via the single speaker is decent, not very loud, not very low. Audio via the 3.5mm slot is also good. I have tested it with my Sony ZX-110. Coming to the call quality, it's perfect. Hello.
Hi, Shyam.
Hi, how's my voice?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it's very clear.
Perfect. This is a call test from the Redminote 4.
Okay, the next one has come.
Yes. Okay, let me get back to my test. Thank you, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Now jumping to answer the most repeated question in the smartphone industry, does this phone get heated? As said, the 625 handles it well. In my test, when I pushed the device with some high-end games, after approximately 40 minutes of gameplay, the temperature was well under control in my unit at around max 38 degrees, which is pretty good. So yeah, no heating issues. Now, what I think could have been better at this range? For sure, Gorilla Glass. Next would be fast charging with Type-C port, much needed. And the final one, a better camera, given that you have started getting dual cameras in this range. Minus that, if you ask me, can you buy this device? The Redmi Note 4 is a polished version of the Redmi Note 3 in my opinion, and not something like a massive upgrade. At this price range, the Redmi Note 4 for sure competes well, especially the 64GB model. You can consider if you are hunting for a well-balanced device on a budget. Pick the 3 or 4GB RAM models only, will not disappoint. On the other hand, existing Redmi Note 3 users, if you ask, should you upgrade? Well, I would say personally no. You are still good with your Redmi Note 3. Note what I said earlier, the Note 4 is a polished version. But again, no one is stopping if you want one. Hope this video was informative to know more about the Redmi Note 4. Got questions? Do post them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Give this video a big thumbs up and guys, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to know what happened to the phone after all this, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.